Good Sunday evening, South Carolina Weather Watchers. Hopefully, everyone else had a fantastic Sunday. I am your meteorologist, Jesse Peterson, and let's go on and talk about the weather for your Sunday evening going into your week from March the 2nd through March the 8th. So overall, a lot weather-wise this week. If you have nothing really planned for this week, or if it's just going to be another regular week for you this week, um, at least you have some interesting weather to look forward to because it's not like it's going to be a nice quiet week. It definitely will not be, especially midweek as well. So let's go on and get started with that. Let's talk with the recorded audience first, though. If you have not hit the like button or the subscribe button yet, make sure that you go on and do so. And let's go on and get started with this. No poll inside the chat right now. I might add one while I'm going through, but overall, no poll right now. Good Sunday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Sunday. I'm your meteorologist, Jesse Peterson, and let's go on and talk about the weather for your Sunday evening going into your future. Now, looking at the radar right now, nothing really going on in the entire southeast. We do have some rain and some showers / thunderstorm activity in Oklahoma and near Dallas as well. We also do have some snow in Nevada, as well as some rain in California. We do have some reports in California for some roadway flooding reported on an off ramp in California, just to the north of Bakersfield. We also do have some rain up there in the Pacific Northwest, and that's pretty much it. There was also some hail reports inside of, I believe it was Texas or Oklahoma, somewhere in that region today. In terms of cloud cover, no cloud cover expected from pretty much now. But if you go on to the future, though, we'll go and look at it. But no cloud cover expected right now until we get to around tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, some cloud cover possible in the western parts of South Carolina. But as you continue going on into tomorrow night for our Monday night, cloud cover on the coastal regions as possible. And then as you go into Tuesday morning looking interesting with some more cloud cover through there. Tuesday night as well, also looking pretty cloudy throughout that time frame. Current temperatures right now, 43 in Columbia, as well as 41 in Chapin, 37 in Winsboro, as well as Camden, 43 inside of Gilbert, as well as 39 inside of Aiken, 43 in Augusta, 39 in Barnwell and Bamberg, as well as 41 in Allendale and Orangeburg. We also do have 43 Somerville, 41 in Holly Hill, as well as 46 in Charleston, 48 inside of Kiawah Island, as well as 44 in Beaufort, 50 inside of Hilton Head Island as well. We also do have 43 in North Myrtle Beach, 39 in Conway, 44 in Myrtle Beach, as well as 43 in Georgetown, 37 in Lawrence, and 39 in Florence, as well as 41, I believe I said Sumter already, but 37 inside of York and Gaffney, as well as 35 in Rock Hill, 37 in Greenville, as well as 39 in Woodruff, and 39 Clemson and Anderson. Here is your low temperatures for tonight. 31 in Greenville, as well as 30 in Anderson, 29 in Spartanburg, as well as 29 in Rock Hill, 29 in Winsboro, 28 in Camden, as well as 28 in Sumter, 31 in Columbia, as well as 30 in Orangeburg, 29 in Barnwell, 31 in Walterboro, as well as 38 in Charleston, 31 in Moncks Corner, as well as 41 inside of Hilton Head Island, and also 30 inside of Georgetown, 33 in Myrtle Beach. Here is your forecast precipitation for the next 24 or so hours. And look at this. No precipitation is expected for the next 24 hours. So we are good in terms of rainfall. And then in terms of severe weather, let's talk about the next 3 days, and we'll go into the next 4 to 5 days. But right now, nothing for tonight, nothing for tomorrow. But Tuesday, some thunderstorms are possible up there in the upstate of South Carolina, near Greenville, Spartanburg. Also inside of up there inside near trying to think what's over there. That is just to the west of Aiken, inside near Greenwood. That is a region over there, as well as Anderson, Clemson as well. Those are some regions that are over there. And then if you go on and move into our short-term future, like the next like 48 hours or so, and as you can see over here inside of the radar right here, you go and push this forward, no precipitation for the next 24 or so hours, and even going through until we get to around 40 hours out to where showers, thunderstorm start to try to push their way towards the coastal regions. You can kind of see them right there. We can go in and look at composite reflectivity as well to see if it's actual rain or not. And right now, it does. Honestly, it's not even showing anything right now. So honestly, I don't even know if that was just something that was just something on the winter radar that it saw, or if that was something really on composite reflectivity. Let me go in and refresh and see what happens. Yeah, so some rain, downpours, some isolated downpours possible down there towards Hilton Head Island going into March the 4th, which is Tuesday in the afternoon hours, so watching for that. And everything else that is just a bit too far out to talk about. So let's go on and talk about the long-term future. So here we go right here. Time is in the top right corner of your screen, so make sure that you go on and look at that. As you go on and push this forward, there's not really much. There goes our severe weather right here. March the 5th and March, probably just March the 5th in the afternoon hours, really. And then some cold air on the back side of it. We'll talk more about that in just a second. Here goes some more rain possible going into, this is March the 9th right here. And then continuing through, that's actually could bring some more severe weather potentially. Definitely some heavy rainfall though. But then past that, again, March the 13th maybe bring some more rain, some more thunderstorms. March the 14th as well. And then past that, that's pretty much it. Everything else is just a bit too far out to talk about. And so now let's go on and talk about our severe weather for the next, for like the day 4, the day 5 as well. You can see right here, as we go into Wednesday, the slight risk of severe weather that goes for Columbia, Florence, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, Hilton Head Island, everything in between those regions as well. Some other places like Bennettsville, Dillon, Conway, up inside the entire low country of South Carolina, the entire PD region, the southern Midlands pretty much is what is pretty much getting impacted here. That's what's going on in terms of severe weather. And that will bring around a good 15 to 29% chance of severe weather anywhere inside this location. In terms of specifics, in terms of exact hazards, we have not gotten it down quite yet. I think we'll know more probably tomorrow, especially Monday. Not Monday, but Tuesday as well. Tuesday, we'll definitely have an understanding of what it's going to look like. And even Wednesday, going into the day on Wednesday, that can also show what could potentially happen. But you can see pretty much most of the state, if not the southern half and the eastern half of the state, is inside of a slight risk, and that means a marginal risk could also be put in this region up here as well. So just because you're not in the risk does not mean that it could not spread. But that's it in terms of that. Let's go on and talk about excessive rainfall as well. Since we have not looked at excessive rainfall yet, nothing for tonight. If you go on into tomorrow, nothing for tomorrow. Same thing with Tuesday. Well, actually, there is a little risk up here inside the very far upstate of South Carolina, but that's for Tuesday. Surprisingly, nothing for Wednesday, and nothing for Thursday either. So, very, very surprising. But the only risk for possibly some minor flooding is up there inside the upstate of South Carolina, just to the west of Greenville. And that's pretty much going to wrap that up. So let's go on and talk about the weather for the week. Our week forecast for March the 2nd through March the 8th. And in terms of temperatures, you can probably guess it. We will be above average in terms of temperatures this week. So not really much different than what we've already been dealing with. The coastal regions may stay a bit more on average than the inland regions will, especially up there towards like the Rock Hill region, up there into North Carolina. But overall, mainly staying into that above average range. And then precipitation as well, actually staying below average this week. Um, the upstate, very far upstate, may be a bit more on average, but everyone else mainly below average in terms of rainfall. And we already talked about what's going to happen in terms of rain wise for the week. So let's go ahead and look at the temperature anomalies and just see what's going on. If it's going to be below average, and starting off, it's going to be below average, obviously with freezing temperatures tonight, and then and then those higher, kind of above average temperatures going on all the way through March the 5th, cooler March the 6th, and then March the 8th, and then March the 9th and the 10th. It gets a bit more cooler, but that's just for this week. So overall, right now, it just seems to be alternating, and mainly because of the cold front that just passed us. That's why we have this cold air. But then a warm front, or at least a warm air mass, will take over. But then another cold front will pass us again on Wednesday, bringing us some cooler than average temperatures. And then on that Saturday, it's going to be warmer. And then going into like the later weekend, it's going to get back to being cool. So overall, it's just going back and forth between cool air and warm air and cool air and warm air, which is definitely not pleasant, especially for sicknesses and even plants as well, which gets used, which probably are getting used to the warmer temperatures now, not really getting used to the cooler temperatures like it was, not even like a couple of weeks ago. Well, that's going to wrap that up. Let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what the audience has to say for tonight. So overall, let's start off with Miss Tolliver, who says, "Good evening. It's chilly. We had a few wildfires in our neighborhood today. Do we have any rain in our future?" Yes, on Wednesday. Manana says, "Hello, Jay. Hello to you." Miss Tolliver says, "Your Conway family safe from wildfires?" She did answer that. We'll show that in a second. My cousin Dad says, "Good evening, Joseph. How was your weekend? What did you do?" In terms of specifics, not really much. Did get some. I did get some money this weekend. Do some stuff. Got some money this weekend, and pretty much just got some work done, and that's pretty much all that I did, really this weekend. Trail says, "Hi, Joseph. Hello to you. I'm late. My apologies. No problem. No problem. You made it. That's all that matters." And they said, "Yes, we are safe in Conway. Thanks for asking." We'll talk about that actually in just a second. The wildfires up there, or the fires. Not quite sure if they're calling it wildfires yet, or if they ever will. But some are not. It really just determines on what you mean when you say a wildfire or just a regular fire in general. Mr. Oliver says, "So glad to hear. I do not know how to dress with these fluctuating temperatures. It's going to change every single day. So, the best way to know what to wear is by subscribing to the channel. It's simple, takes literally 2 seconds. It's quicker than you brushing your teeth in the morning or at night. It's quicker than you trying to change your grandbaby's diaper or somebody that you keep. It's quicker than all that. So you can just go on and do it. Hit the notification bell as well, and so you can know what to wear and won't have to worry about the fluctuating temperatures and all that kind of stuff. But let's go on now and talk about San Antonio and Raleigh. Then we'll get to the fire weather, and then we'll talk about what's going on throughout the entire United States. So looking at San Antonio first, low for tonight 65, high for tomorrow 79, and then low for tomorrow night 64. Precipitation only a slight chance of showers going into tomorrow night. So definitely watch for that. Only around like a 20 to 30% chance. So it probably won't rain, but you never know. And it's during the nighttime as well, so it probably won't really impact you as much. Now talking about Raleigh, low for tonight 26. It's going to be really cold tonight. High for tomorrow 55. Low for tomorrow night 33. No precipitation expected. And that's pretty much it there. Mr. Oliver says your forecast was accurate while we were in Morganton, North Carolina. I'm glad to hear that. Always good when the forecast is accurate. But now, I do want to talk about the wildfire situation that's going on inside of the Carolina Forest region. Right now it is 30% contained right now. It's not really showing on radar anymore like it was earlier, but it is indeed 30% contained, and it has went at least a couple of acres, at least that I know of. And there actually was 92 fires in South Carolina yesterday, which is very, very unusual. I know there's a lot on I-95. There's some obviously in Carolina Forest. There's Monk's Corner had some fires, and even Hanahan and towards Wando as well, and even Greenville. Greenville had some fires as well. Um, and other than that, I don't know about any other ones. There probably were some, mixed here and there throughout the state, and North Carolina also had a lot as well. But 92, and then there also was a state of emergency that got issued by the governor yesterday as well from all of the wildfire conditions as well. North Carolina, I know, is sending a lot of firefighter support down into South Carolina as well that I've seen. And that's pretty much all the news that I have on that. There was 175 wildfires accordingly inside of South Carolina so far, and overall 4,200 acres. 4,200, including Horry County, Spartanburg, Union, Oconee County, and Pickens County as well, with the biggest one probably being, like we said, inside of Carolina Forest. And I believe that that's all the information that I have on that. So if you know anybody inside any of the regions, again, make sure that they are paying attention, and maybe there is a potential that we can maybe see some more fire weather activity going until later in this week as well. We'll talk more about that when we get there. But from what I've seen, what the forecast we're talking about, it is possible. It is possible. I know also the drought monitor was out as well. I don't even think we even covered the drought monitor last week, but overall, that drought still going on, and that will 100% also help cause wildfires as well in the eastern portion of South Carolina, and then the abnormally dry going all the way from the South Carolina North Carolina border going down towards the coastal regions as well. But that's actually it. We're not going to talk about the entire U.S. Pretty much the only thing that's going on is down here inside the southeast. Some high winds in Nebraska, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, and Louisiana also will receive some high winds as well. High wind watch in Louisiana with gusts of up to 60 miles an hour possible. Also inside over here in the west, some more wind advisories out for Nevada, Arizona, and California. And that's pretty much going to wrap this up. Let me check the chat one more time. I don't see anything else. So make sure you go on and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. We are at 412 subscribers, trying to get to 425. That's the short-term goal, but the long-term goal is 500. So I will be back tomorrow morning with your Monday morning forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Sunday evening, and I will be back again tomorrow morning.